Cruise, with his laser-focused intensity, would challenge directorial choices, while Redford, a veteran of a different school of acting, grew visibly frustrated with what he perceived as a lack of trust. It wasn't just creative differences, it was a fundamental clash of working styles. One through his BlackBerry and frustration, a symbol of the modern Hollywood machine clashing with old-school artistry. The result, a film that critics mauled and audiences ignored, a box office casualty of a silent, ego-driven war. Then there was Paul Newman, Butch Cassidy, and the Sundance Kid, The Sting. Their on-screen chemistry was legendary, the ultimate buddy duo. Off-screen, however, a complex and often strained relationship developed. While they shared a genuine friendship, it was colored by a deep-seated professional rivalry. Newman, already an established star, was reportedly envious of Redford's instant explosion into a global heartthrob. He'd joke about it, but underneath, there was a sting of truth. Friends said Newman felt Redford's Sundance Film Festival overshadowed his own philanthropic work. They were like two brothers, close, but always competing, with Redford's golden boy image sometimes casting a shadow that Newman found difficult to step out of. Dustin Hoffman represents another kind of friction. For All the President's Men, their dynamic was electric, perfectly capturing the real-life tension of Woodward and Bernstein. But that tension wasn't just acting. Hoffman, a dedicated method actor, lived and breathed his roles. He famously stayed in character, pushing buttons and improvising in ways that grated on Redford's more prepared, classical approach. Let's move on to the leading ladies. Jane Fonda, his co-star in The Electric Horseman and Barefoot in the Park, found Redford infuriatingly aloof. She craved a deep, emotional connection to build their on-screen romance, but described Redford as emotionally distant, almost walled off. She once said kissing him was like kissing a building. While their films were hits, Fonda was left feeling that she never truly broke through his cool, detached exterior, making the on-set experience a frustrating exercise in one-sided emotional effort. And what about Barbra Streisand? The Way We Were is an iconic romance, but making it was anything but romantic. Streisand, a perfectionist with a famously controlling nature, clashed with Redford from day one. She obsessed over every detail, from her best camera angles to line readings. Redford, who initially didn't even want the role, found her intensity overwhelming. He felt the story was being twisted to become a vehicle solely for her, famously fighting to keep his character, Hubble, from appearing too weak. Robert Redford's career is a testament to talent, but it's also a story of defiance. He put his vision before friendship, his principles before Hollywood's rules.